Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome back to another episode of Unbound. I am over here, I'm making a couple of empowered blocks. I only need the small pieces of it, but I always empower whole blocks because then I only need the surrounding pieces one time. But let me explain to you what we're gonna get started with today is we got our main house here, our main area, and then we have the rig over here. A little bit off ways, so when I'm here, most of the stuff over here doesn't get rendered and vice versa, right? But today, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do next, if we want to get into some magic or whatever, but then I'll show you in a second what triggered this decision today is I want to get started on a new base, okay? We are clearly outgrowing our base. Just look at this. This is the room that I'm working with most of the time, right? All my items in here, all the ender chests hard to get to, the storage and so on. And then also I have so much stuff that I have not processed. This is all left over. Well, there's some other stuff in here now too because it's hooked up to the storage system. But look at all the ore that I need to process and whatnot, right? And then on top of that, over at the quarry, I still have all the drawers and all the drawers and the compacting drawers and stuff over there that are left over from the quarry, right? So I would like to move that before I can actually reset the mining age because, you know, we added the new mods to it and whatnot. And so I decided I want to build a new base and it's going to be down here. I want it to be somewhat close. I don't want to have to, you know, go really far. Hopefully it's within the same region or something like that so that I don't need to load a lot when I teleport there. But it's far enough away so I will not be affected from either direction, right? So, but for that, I need to do a lot of landscaping today. And I don't have any automation. Turtles are going to be too slow. The quarry doesn't work that we have because a quarry always just goes downwards as far as it can go. You cannot set a specific range of just, you know, remove me a hill and stuff like that. So I decided I want to make the Actual Additions drill today and upgrade it. So I got everything prepared for it and I just needed this last piece right here, which is for this card. Yes, there we go. Alright, so I can put the last stuff away here and I'm not going to do any fortune or silk touch or anything. I just want a 3x3 drill that removes everything lightning fast. I could have used my regular tools and hammer, but then I need to switch tools all the time, right? And the Actual Additions drill is really good with stone, ores, dirt, sand, gravel. The only thing the Actual Additions drill is bad on is on wood. Okay, but that's it. So let's go ahead and craft this thing up. It wasn't too bad. I had a lot of these items already. So there's the drill already. And I guess while we wait for this, we can put down a power cell and put the drill in here. And it's going to charge. And this is how I'm going to charge on the go as well. And then we're going to make the speed augment 1, speed augment 2, and the speed augment 3. And then, of course, I'm going to make the 3x3 as well. Right there. So now I have all the additions to it. So we can get rid of this. And I don't have anything in there yet, so I can still break this. Because if I have the 3x3 in it, it doesn't care if it's the same material or not. Okay, keep that in mind. I have my regular tools here, so let's put that right there and put this up here. And let's go over there, and I just set a home for now, call it new, so I can easily come over here. So this is the area right here that I chose, and it doesn't have a lot of trees and whatnot, but I kind of like it because I want to build something modern. I'm even gonna tear down this roguelike dungeon here and so on, but this entire hill here I want to remove. I want to shave down to about that layer right there. Okay. Wow. Yeah, this is fast. This is gonna make this very easy for me to tear down this entire hill. And then we're not gonna get nearly as much done today, right? But like over in the whatchamacallit, on our mob rig, on the oil rig, right? We have some really good power setup over there. But that is just purely for the mob farm. I don't want to really tap into this for other reasons, right? So I'm going to leave that. So we also have to figure out what kind of new power system we want over here. And I really would like to go, you know, quite advanced now. So I think it's time that we're going to start on a reactor Not really sure which type of reactor. If I'm gonna go with an extreme reactor first, or maybe I'll jump right into nuclear craft and get ourselves something from there. Then I want to have refined storage over here. Wow, it's already out of power. Oh boy, that's gonna be something. I might have to make myself some kind of a capacitors. They're a handheld capacitor right here. This holds 4 million. That is a lot. Let's see if we can possibly make that and just charge that up so I don't have to charge as often, right? Well, this is easy. So that was lead. I can't wait to have refined storage. And then I think in the middle that looked like copper. Okay, and what's the last piece down here? Sulfur. Doesn't matter which one. Okay, and this one already holds 1 million. Okay, but we're definitely gonna make the upgraded version. So that's 2 Invar in a tin. There we go. I think 4 million. That's comfortable. The next one is probably... I have hardened glass. Alright, let's go for this one. Why not? Okay, of course, this one here, that's gonna take way too long to charge in this one here. So I think I'm gonna take this over here real quick. If I do this from the top, it's gonna break it. Okay, let's go home rig. And come to here. And we're gonna use this one because... right, this one right here. Okay, because this is directly next to a power cell. So it's probably... Wow, it drains this fast. I finished tearing down the whole hill, and I was preparing a bunch of stuff for a little project that we need for our building over there. And then I remembered that our new mob farm produced us some new trophies. Right there. So this over here is going to be our nether side. I don't know how many more there are. And I also got a slime trophy. It looks so cute. I like it. Alright, we'll keep adding here. And I had to bank a bunch of mana because my mana tablet was out twice. And I didn't take any more just now. Now let me show you guys what is going on with that. Number one is the capacitor. I read later on that it says bobble any. I actually had to charge it once. This is so this full second charge. So altogether I used, what is that, 9 and now it's down 5. So 14 million RF to tear down this hill. And this is what it looks like. Check it out. This is a huge platform. And you guys can see everything is turned to dirt, or now grass is spreading. I didn't want to see the stone. I like it better when it's green to begin with. And I have a pretty good idea what I want to build here. Now, initially I said kind of modern, but I think it's going to be too much if I just build modern, because this is going to be big up here. There's going to be a lot of buildings, a factory, and so on. So I want to build mostly out of brick. The buildings with modern accents. Almost like a factory grew and was modernized kind of thing. And I think it's going to look really good when it's done. It's going to be a while. But let me show you a cool little trick. I had no idea. I made this thing here, the rod of the shifting crust. And you guys see, I have no dirt on me, right? None. I brought over the dirt barrel from the mining age because I thought I'm going to need a lot. And... well, actually, I think the other way is better if I show you first. I don't have a cobble stick. Never mind, I can't. But check it out. I have tied this to dirt, and you guys see it shows endless, the symbol. And now when I click here, it actually changes it all to dirt. And that is because it takes it from the dirt stick. Right? And you guys see I got 16 dirt back because the grass broke into dirt. So that is really cool. I had no idea you can do that. That you can just, you know, exchange for dirt if you have a... this dirt stick on you. That is pretty nifty, I think. So, I need to automate some form of brick making because this is going to be very big. So, I'm going to need thousands and thousands of brick blocks, right? So, I said first we're going to start with over here. Whoops. Turn this on again. All right, and I want to keep the setup in one chunk. So, we're going to use this chunk right here. And let me just... okay, I can turn it off again. So let's start right here. What are we going to do here? We're going to make use of the Clayconia from Botania. So the first thing we're going to do here is... I don't know which way to set it up first. So right here, we're going to place the sand. then it's gonna sit right here. We're gonna use a Clayconia right there to turn it. So then next to that, I'm gonna need a mana pool. Next to that, I'm gonna need a mana spreader pointing to it. So let's tie that up. Shift right click, shift right click. So this is getting mana. And then right next to that, we're gonna put 3 Ender Flames. That should be enough mana to keep this Clayconia running. And then of course we need to automate the charcoal. So this, you cannot place it here because if this pressure plate gives off a redstone signal, then it would actually stop this flower. I learned this a while ago. And on top of that, we're gonna put a precision dropper. And this needs to be pointing down. So how am I gonna do that? Place it here, and I guess place another one on top. Now, can I reach this? No, I'll probably have to remove this here for a second. And then place it facing downwards. There we go. And we leave it on deactivation. Just like that. Hopefully this will spread again. Turn into grass. So I'm going to give this a second before I put the plate down again. I would like these to be turned back to grass. So then right here, we're going to put a charcoal ender chest. We already had that set up. You guys see right there. And over here, we are going to use... Actually, let's get rid of this one. Let's start using these guys right here. They're better. So I don't have dirt in my inventory. And on top of that, we're going to use the sand chest. I set this up over in the factory where I set up the sand and glass automation a while ago. So this is feeding an ender chest over there now. And that comes right there. And then underneath this... I decided to just go with these item translocators. I'm not going to turn it on just yet until the end. And then the same is going to be over here. Feeding into this one, into the dropper. Okay. Alright. So, and then right here is where the clay is going to lay. So I'm going to put a draw right here. Right there. With this advanced item collector behind it. And, do I have 1 clay ball? Yes, good. I need 1 clay. And we're gonna set up this filter right here from random things. And say you're only allowed to pick up clay. Just in case there's something else falling down. I don't want it to stuff this up or whatever. And radius can be much smaller. It doesn't need to be very big, just in this area here. Okay, then from here, we are going to put a redstone furnace. I actually did a bunch of testing there on which furnace would be the best, and this one here is okay. I cannot upgrade it to higher than 2 because I don't have any signalium and stuff yet. We're gonna automatically input from the left and then automatically output to the right into a crafter. And then here, we're gonna say this recipe, you craft us bricks, apply, and then these have to be pulled out into another drawer right there. So like this. So now this should make us automatically, this whole system here, the big bricks. Now the only thing I still have to do, of course, is give this some power. And we're gonna put that right on top here, right? You're charging, good. And then 1 flux suck over to the crafter, because the crafter needs power as well. And then let's go ahead and upgrade this machine. Once, twice. And then in here we can put 2 speed upgrades, because I want this to cook fast. I could use an extra utilities furnace as well with 4 of the small speed upgrades. You can only put 4 in. The next tier I could put 16, but I don't have enough GP in for that, and then it also needs a lot of power. Okay, so this grass turned. Yes, now we need to put this pressure plate over here. And then there's one more thing I wanted to do. Because I'm not making sand that fast over in the factory. It should be about as fast as this guy cooks. Because the pulverizer in the factory has the same amount of speed upgrades than this one does. But I still think the pulverizing takes a little bit longer than the cooking. So this one is eventually would fill up, right? And I don't want this to happen, that I will then just, you know, place sand. It turns into clay and it doesn't get sucked up because this drawer is full. So what I decided is I'm gonna put a redstone upgrade on this drawer, okay? And I did some testing with that when we put a comparator here, and then it's gonna be a signal strength of 5, which is about 500 clay balls or something. Oh, I need to do this the other way here. There we go. And then it will power this and will actually turn this off so it doesn't place anymore. So these guys just need to go here. Okay, so I think we're gonna start making the mana first, and I need to... I don't have another Solignolia, do I? No, I need to make one of those here. I'll make that in a minute off camera. So for right now, I'm just gonna take off my magnet ring and put this thing in here. This should now get cooked up. It goes in here waiting to be... Okay, good. So now let's go ahead and turn this on first. It looks so cool. Alright, so we're starting to make mana. I hope. Yes, okay. Let's just double check this. These are all Endoflame. They're all linked up to this one. Good. So now we're making mana. And we'll see in a second if this is going to make it fast enough. So turn this on. Oh, there's one thing. It never does that automatically. You guys see there, that has no mana pool. So you just shift right click this and then in the mana pool. So now it's going. And this guy seems to be picking that up very fast. So I'm making clay faster than I'm cooking it. But again, I mean, I could make a second furnace. But I think when this just sits here for a while unattended, I'm going to have a lot of bricks coming out over here. Oh, and I still need to turn this on. Bam, there we go. Alright, we already have 6. Let's see how long this takes. 7. 8. That's actually a really nice rate. I can't complain about that. And how we doing on the mana here? Okay, so it looks like I'm definitely making enough mana for this to keep running. And... Oh, wow. So this is almost as fast as I'm making the clay. You guys see, it slowly creeps up higher. That is really nice. I was lucky there with the balance. Okay, cool. So now we're making all this brick. So I wanted to talk with you guys about the plan here. The first thing I would like to do is consolidate all my items, right? So I can have all the items in one place. So I want to start with the storage area first. And in the past, in all my past series, I always made some really big storage areas, right? My biggest one was probably the one in my 1710 series, where I had the logistics pipe system, which was awesome, right? But in this one, in this pack, we don't have something like that. And in Quantos, for example, I used RF tools. I made a really big storage system with nodes and whatnot, and everything was fun, right? But this time, because I want to really automate my factory more than I have in the past, like really every aspect I want to automate, I would like to be able to save a little bit on FPS or TPS, right? And if you check right here, my TPS right now, I'm at 20 with only 14 milliseconds. I'm very happy about this. I learned a lot from my last series, even though you can see it better here, where I actually can see that. You guys see I have a lot of chunk loaded areas when they have the red border around like this. It's chunk loaded. Actually, I don't need this over here. Why is this chunk loaded? It doesn't matter. And then I also have the oil rig chunk loaded, 9 chunks, and then that 1 chunk down in the new factory area for the clay brick production. And of course, the whole factory over there is going to be chunk loaded as well. So I do want to make sure that I'm staying a little bit on the safe side this time. And there's also a storage solution that I have never used before, and that is the quantum drive. Right here, the quantum storage disk, which can hold, we probably only ever need 1. Okay, and that can hold billions of items. I don't know the exact number. We'll see when it's done how much it can hold. And in order to make that, we need to stick a 64K storage disk into a quantum crafter. It doesn't cost power, nothing. It just takes 20,000 ticks to complete. And I would like to go with this time, okay? And it's going to make it pretty much a 2-block storage solution. I need a controller with a drive next to it, this thing right here, with one of these drives in it, right? And I'm not saying that it's going to stay like this, but we might change it in the future as well. But it's very... I'm very excited about trying this out once, right? And I've been crafting for quite some time here. I spent a lot of time in the nether, got me a bunch of nether quartz, which I probably don't have that much left anymore now. Let's say 300, okay. Because you need to make a lot of these parts, they all cost a nether quartz. Like this quartz enriched iron, you need a lot. Costs quartz. And then, of course, the silicon, which is... Where's it at? Why can I not see you? Silicon. There we go. Costs, you smelt another quartz. There's another silicon we can make, but that would require me to make a mechanism crusher with sand. And then you get silicon ingots. So that's something we're going to automate later on. Because I don't want to have to keep going to the nether to get quartz, right? But anyway, the 64K drive is by no means cheap to make, okay? There was a lot of materials. Every one of these basic processors requires silicon, iron. So this is all nether quartz and iron and redstone. Then these guys right here, again, silicon, which is nether quartz for the quartz enriched iron, and so on. But I need to make 9 of these, right? And these 9 right here, we're gonna put into here to upgrade it into the 16K. Oh boy, what did I mess up here? Oh, what? Oh, wait. I need basic processors. What did I think here? Then I go... How did I miss all these steps? What is happening right now? Oh, this one needs gold. And the last step right here is gonna need... dang it! Okay, let me just show you real quick. So it's like this, and then in the 4th step is where you combine it. So right here for this step, let me just double check that I get this right. I need 3 of these, so I need 12 of the improved processors. Alright, there we go. There's my 3. And now we put the... Oh. Okay, I made too many of these. Yeah, so I thought I needed 12 of these, so I wasted diamonds. And I'm so low on diamonds, but hopefully these will come in handy later. Is there other uses for these? Please, let there be other uses. The writer? Wireless transmitter? Okay, there's a few uses here, so I don't think I need to ever make any more. Transmitter and receiver. Okay, cool. Well, anyways, I have them. And what does it need? Probably the... Yeah, 3 and 3. Okay. 1 and 1. Refined. So I need 1 and a redstone. There we go. Now we have it. Yeah, here or there. There. Very good. So we got our 64K. And now just to make sure before I turn this, where's this quantum disk again? Right there. So I need the 64K. Okay, so it's the correct version right there. Cool. And I already built the thing right here as well, the quantum crafter. That's this right there, which is, you know, very cheap. It's kind of crazy how cheap that is, this part. And now we put this in here. You guys are going to see it just has to get to 20,000. Doesn't require any power, nothing. You just wait. And then we'll get one of these mega cards out of here. So let's see if we can possibly craft the drive real quick, just so we have it. A chest that... Oh, nice. I got one of those ready. Let's go ahead and make one of these. Again, needs all this enriched iron. And bam. Nice. So we have that. And then the last thing, of course, I need... Let's put this here. Is I'm gonna need a crafting monitor. Grid, pad, crafting grid. Right there. So this gonna require a grid, a crafting table, and this requires some other stuff here. Alright, I think I got everything now. Put these 2 in there and this. And I need to make one of these. And one of these. And now, okay, so there's the grid. And then we'll stick this into here. And that's gonna make us the crafting grid. Good. So now we can put that on here, and we're gonna have access to our stuff here. Display normal, no craftables, normal, descending, quantity, search box, size. Okay. What is that? Aha. Again, Ooh, baby. That's what I like. Right there. Good. How far are we along over here? Okay, so I need to wait this out. We're almost there. 19.9. And I hope everything goes well. Come on. Bam. There it is. Quantum storage disk. I'm so happy. Let's put that in here. And so that is, yeah, 2.1 billion. Because this is 2,147 million, which comes out to 2.147 billion items. If I fill that, oh my god, that is a lot. Okay, so we got this guy right here. I moved the 4 speed upgrades from this guy to over here. And I hope that is fast enough. So we are just gonna, I wanted to just show you here a few. That's my quarry stuff. Let's use this one here first. And I'm always so nervous when I break the items with all my stuff in it. And I wanted to see is how fast does this import? So is there really no stack upgrade? There's gotta be a stack upgrade. Refine. There is a stack upgrade. Okay. So I definitely need to make that. So that's 4 more speed upgrades. Which is for the... Do I have any more of these? No. Okay. So I'm going to make these real quick. Because I'm going to have a lot of importing to do here. So let's use 4 gold, 4 redstone. And 4 silicon. What? What happened? Do I really not have any more silicon? Did I come exactly out to... Wow. No. It's in here. I bet you it's in this one because it's not on the network. There we go. I knew I had more silicon. There we go. Aha. Whoops. Don't fall down. Oh my god, I made so much of this. I made everything in bulk. Okay, so these 4, then I'm gonna have 1 left over that I can leave in this machine. So... No. Yes. So I'm gonna need these 3. The last one I'm gonna leave in here for now. I'll show you in a second why. There we go. So now I have a stack and 3 speed upgrades. So now if I put these in here, it's gonna import this. Yeah, you guys see this moving. This is moving now. Nice and fast. It's doing stacks at a time and pulling all this in here. And I'm just waiting for this one to be finished. Because then I want to show you how I'm going to get everything out of the storage drawers here. Yeah, look at that moving. That is very nice. Oh, man. And, of course, I won't have any more problems with the whole... I think with the whole... Or dictionary that, like, with the simple storage over here, which is an amazing storage system for not costing any power. And I don't want to devalue this at all. It was amazing. But now that we have, you know, lots of power and whatnot, it's going to feel really good having this. So I'm going to get rid of this and this here very carefully. And now I'm going to break this. This whole thing. I'm going to get rid of it. So there's no more importing from any of this. Nothing is connected anymore. Okay, so let's put all of this away. Storage cable. Don't know why I had sugar. No idea. And this. And that. Okay. And now I can come over here. And place this importer on there. Give it the stack and the 3 speed upgrades. And I put the cable in here, didn't I? There it is. And run that over to here. And now we should see this going up. Now it's going to import everything out of these storage drawers right there. And then I'm going to put it up here, get all this clay and dirt, and then finish up with all of these boxes over here. Now there's one more test I wanted to do here before I go into the mining dimension. I just made an interface. And I want to try something, and that is if I put an interface here, and I set up my simple storage network again real quick. I actually don't need the crafting grid, so let's put this right there. And then put a storage link cable on this. And if I take my remote and tie it to here, look at that. I have access to the whole system. Because I am reading the the inventory through this interface. And now comes the question is if I take something out, can I put it back in? 606, 600 and what? 665. This is unbelievable. Wait, am I doubling this or something? I just found a dupe bug. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay, so that means that in order for me, I only want to take items out of this. Because, I mean, that's just extremely cheesy. But I've had this, What's happening right now? Oh, wait a second. It puts it in here. That makes sense. Okay, I have to try this out on a different item. Maybe I was just... So I have 793. Let's find something that I have little of. I don't want to take something unique. Let's take this here. The 2 stone bricks. So let's take the stone brick slabs and we're taking out 2. Right? So there's no more now. Good. Oh, I just took them out with the remote. Yes. So now if I put them in here, they're sitting in there. Stone brick. Okay, so I don't think it's duping. I think what happened is every time I took out 64 and put it back in here, it was sitting in the interface. So the thing here was actually reading what the system tells me plus what was in there. And the system knows what's in this interface, so that's why this one got it counted twice. So I don't think you're actually duping with this. Okay, but then of course, in order to make this faster, I'm gonna have to put my... Yeah, over there. I should put a stack upgrade and 3 speed upgrades in here. So now let's check this again with the sugar. 793. I'm taking out a stack and I'm putting it back in. 793. 793. So it does not dupe. But that means we have access to all our items via this remote by simply this setup right there. That is really, really awesome. That is amazing. Now check it out. Everything here is gone. And I have 83,000 items in here. It's still at 0%. Right, so now of course my biggest worry is that, okay, I don't need these anymore. They can stay over there. And I'm gonna need the importer, yes. And for right now, I'm not gonna use the system until it's actually in its permanent location. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put these items just back in the system. I don't need them right now. Because I'm still not done. I don't need this guy right now. So you can go away. So just like that. So these... I stop falling down there. So now I can take this disc out. Take these 3 and I go home. Quarry. And it's gonna be very easy to import this. Because I can put the controller on there. And then directly import from the controller. So we can do this from right there. So I'm gonna put the system back to here. The drive and my monitor. Put the disk in there. And then I just need access to here. It's gonna run out of power in a second because I don't have any power on there. And I need a draw controller right there. And I'm gonna need my simple power cell. Put that on top there so it stays full. And now I can take this right here, and I'm gonna have all my items together. Bam. And I don't know which end it starts. Right there. It's starting to take the diorite. Why it's taking it in the middle, nobody knows. Alright, very cool. So, we got everything moved into our storage system. Okay, after I finished everything in the mining age, I moved our storage system over here, hooked up the network master here again for this remote, so I have access to everything. Also brought in our ender chests, all the ones over there, and labeled them again in case I need something made from over here. It's accessible. You know, I always need iron and stuff made, so I can just drop it off there. And then I started playing around with what I want to set up here, right? And that's going to take me a while to prepare this area here. But I still wanted to talk to you guys about so you know what the idea is behind this. And let me get up higher here. Where is it? Right there. Okay, let's go ahead and climb up into the air a little bit, so it's a little bit easier to see. I'm just gonna build. I'm not really gonna play around with the perfect layout and whatnot, but this is the shape. Ooh, come on. It was probably saving. There we go. So I went through all the different mods and then looked up all the different mods that I want to have in this factory, right? I wanna be prepared, right? So you guys can see that we're gonna need a storage and control room. Well, storage is really small. When control room, I mean things like where you make the auto crafting patterns and that kind of stuff, right? So that just needs to be a small little room. I don't think it needs to be that big. And then maybe have some manual machines in there, something that a super fast pulverizer and a smelter and stuff like that, just so you can make something real quick. Then, of course, we're going to need a big auto-crafting room, right? For all the refined storage auto-crafting stuff. Then I want to have an area for ore processing, and I want to get started with at least mechanism through tripling, right? Because that's actually quite easy. All you need is oxygen for that. Maybe we'll go to quadruple. We'll see how it takes us. But if we get triple, that's already going to be a lot of ore. Then, of course, I need a whole section for mechanism. And I really want to set these up so they're clumped together. So all of mechanism is in one area. All of thermal expansion is in one area. All of IC2. And then, of course, we're going to need a nuclear craft area. Nuclear craft has quite a lot of machines now. That's not even counting, where the reactor's going to be. Then, of course, we're going to need an area for advanced rocketry, even though it is possible that the actual rocket lab might not be here. Okay, so it's possible that that is going to be one mod that we're going to put in another area, just because I want to build something different for that. Then we also have Actual Additions that has a couple machines, like the Empowerer and so on, I want to bring over here so we can automate it, right? Then Draconic Evolution and the Utilities Industrial Foregoing still has a couple machines that we don't have. And of course, last but not least, Pneumatic Craft. I want to have a whole Pneumatic Craft area as well, just in case we ever need it. The plastic is good to have and whatnot. So, check it out. I put the wall, the third block outside of a chunk. So when I have a wall, I have 2 empty blocks, and then I can have a house, right? And then that means I don't need to chunk load all the fence area and whatnot later on, right? I want to keep it as compact as possible, or within the chunks, because a lot of multi-block machines that when we make them, right, you want to make sure that you keep them in the same chunk. So and then I have a design idea in mind, so I know what I want to build, but I'm still gonna have to look for the proper blocks for that, right? Like here, I was hoping that there's iron bars, right? So we can actually here they are. There is no chisel yet for iron bars, right? So I could I wanted to have dark iron bars, so I didn't have any. So this is the easiest to make thing here that I can get is this Darklands, what is it? Oakwood fence. It's just the dark trees that you can get. Or we can just do plain old iron bars. You guys have to let me know which one you like better. Actually, now that I look at it, I think I like the iron bars better in the wall. That's what you would have. You wouldn't have this fencing here, right? But yeah, it's okay. Even though they're not black, it's gonna look good. And then I have, like I said, two blocks. I can walk around and dress it up and whatnot. And then I want to build it in a way that you can tell it's an older stone brick factory, right? That was modernized over the decades. I think that would look really fun. So that means there's not going to be any broken up stuff, damaged stuff, nothing. It's a modern, up-to-date, renovated factory. And that's kind of what I want to build here. And I hope it's going to make more sense once we get going. But let me know if you guys have any ideas, any fun ideas that you want to see here. And also, please let me know if you think I should move the advanced rocketry area somewhere else instead of having it here as well. Because this is going to be quite full, I think, with at least 3 different reactors, meaning IC2, then the regular nuclear, I'm gonna mess that up probably. The fusion reactor is the normal one, and then we're gonna have the fission reactor, And then possibly even a draconic ball eventually. I'm not sure. I'd rather make a draconic ball because I've not made those before on my channel ever. I've never made it, so I think it's time that I make one of those. Instead of making the big mechanism battery, I think we'll just make a big power ball. But that's it for today, guys. We got a lot done. I'm very happy about this storage system over here. It's crazy how small that is, right? And I can pretty much store endless items. But until next time, take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.